I'm literally like making it up as I go, so I don't even know what's gonna happen.
I'm cool with that. That's cool.
I like that. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of breath work, but that's exactly, I'm gonna loop that.
Like, is there a specific frequency you're doing it at?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you in a second. I gotta make sure I hit it right on the nail though. Okay. I'm gonna just keep it. Oh no, God! I'm gonna just keep it that simple, and then let's see. Nope, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Let me add some. No. Okay. Listen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. What affirmations do you have for yourself today? Do you send yourself love? Do you gift yourself confidence? Gift yourself patience. Gift yourself forgiveness. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. What do you gift yourself with today? What does your body need? Does your body need forgiveness? Does your body need patience? We know what we need. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's all I got, yo.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna end it off with the sound effect.
okay.
And I don't know how it's gonna turn out.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try that again. All right, I'm gonna end it off with that. And when I do the long, like when I'm doing it, it's like intentional with the breathing. It's supposed to pace your breathing for you almost, and you have something to guide you while you're breathing. And if you're really enjoying the sounds, it does take your mind off of anything. Because a lot of people say they have a hard time meditating. They don't understand the concept of just like meditating and not thinking of nothing. Usually like when you actually take time to sit in silence and just close your eyes and just breathe in and out, your brain almost crashes almost until it empties out. And so it'll still do that, but with the music it kind of relaxes the brain while you're meditating, because like literally it's like if you just do it by yourself in silence, which I do recommend, um it's really challenging. So this is kind of like meditating on training wheels almost.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think this is, you just gave me an idea when you said that. I think it is good for those who are beginning meditation, but it's also good for those who've been meditating for a very long time.
Right.
It's just something, it's almost like added entertainment for those that meditate, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I think, do you think that sometimes people have the wrong concept of meditation?
Oh,
Like they feel like it's this one thing when there's so many different things. Like you could do chakra meditation, you could do
yes.
silence.
Yes.
I do like the one where you kind of, it like, it's kind of like therapy, cause and it does like affirmations.
Yes.
So
Yes. And as you can see, I was trying to come up with something with the affirmations, but like I need to work on how to actually guide people in affirmations. But I usually want, like, whoever needs that affirmation, I want them to have their own affirmation instead of me giving it to them. But if I'm going to do a guided meditation, I do have to pinpoint them somewhere. But yeah, like we said, meditation is different for everybody, and it's an individual thing. So whatever, like working out is a form of meditation, you know what I mean? Whatever requires you to breathe is meditation.
no, like, do you feel like doing, because I know you do yoga and meditate and some of your outside practices influence your music, or it's like because you're doing music you got into those things, like to be
Yeah, I was doing, I've been doing music the whole time, and my music was gravitating toward people that like do yoga and meditate. So
okay.
that's how that kind of happened, just being like my around people that are into those kind of things.
Okay.
So they like attracted themselves to me, and so I ended up getting into what they're doing. I actually don't even remember how I got involved with yoga, to be honest. I probably John Nine though. If, I really think it was John Nine's influence. I don't know. I can't really remember, but I know like it just happened naturally. Like I don't even know. I didn't just one day wake up and was like, I'm gonna start meditating.
Right.
Something happened. I just don't know what happened. I don't even remember the first time I started. I don't remember.
Yeah,
It just
it's like
came.
that sometimes. You kind of just get led on a path and you just went.
I don't even know how I got here. I really don't.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I know like I have family and friends that are kind of concerned about whatever I'm getting involved in. You know what I mean? Because yoga and meditation and sage and all of those, you know, spiritual practices can actually be scary, just depending on how you look at it. Um, yeah, and I kind of forgot that was even a scary thing, because I remember like being in church and like knowing like, oh, yoga can be a form of allowing spirits into your entity or into your vessel kind of thing. Like there were certain stereotypes that I remembered, or like third eye is just like demonic, and like pyramids is demonic, you know, everything that's pro black is
Yeah.
basically demonic. So I grew up with that mindset, just based on my environment at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And but my environment showed me that the practices, like let's just say the practices that happen in the church, are really the same practices that I'm doing anyway.
Hmm.
Um, I can't describe it. So like praying is like, okay, you're doing your affirmations. Everything is just translated differently, but it's the same practice. And so it's just funny. I don't even know how I got here, but it's hilarious how I came from something and just completely transformed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes people are very restrictive on letting other things into their life from, because like I know with me, like my household's very open to us just like learning and exploring different things, but um certain stuff is seen as dark, so
Yeah.
don't go over there type stuff.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I was scared of a lot of things too. Before I realized church actually prepared me for this lifestyle, I guess you can say, or journey. Church prepared me for this journey because there's a lot of scary things that happen in the church that nobody wanted to talk about, like what literally like the type of spiritual practices that happen within the church. People don't want to talk about that and how scary that can be too. Because I remember like just thinking for myself, if I see somebody rolling on the ground kicking and screaming Jesus, I'm freaking out because I'm like, what is up with them? They look possessed, you know what I mean?
yeah, and like
So
speaking in tongues.
for people that are, you know, that have spiritual trances in church to be afraid of what else is out there is interesting. Because when I had my own experience, my own spiritual awakening in church, that encouraged me to step out and learn more about what just happened to me, because I'm just like, it has to be deeper than what the, you know, it has to be deeper than what I'm learning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's too real.
Yeah.
So I, you know, and it helps coming from a African background too. So I have a little bit of insight, like, okay, I see what you do in church, but that reminds me of this. And so let me see what this is about and see how I can make a connection and see if it makes sense to me. So I guess that's kind of how I really got on the path that I'm on. Um, but my music is not even that, in my opinion, it's never that deep. Like that, what I'm talking about now is personal. My music is personal too, but it's not that. My music is like conscious rap, um, community based feel good music. I don't like it to get too deep. You know, I don't mind taking it there, but I'm not. That's not what the music is for.
Okay. When someone listens to your music, like what would you want them to get out of it, or what
Well,
you want them to have?
for one, I want them to just enjoy it. So I want them to just bop and have a good time to it. Then I want them to like really listen to. You know, I always have catchy hooks, so I want them to like get with the hook and rock with it, and then listen to the message. And the message is always positive and uplifting. And even when I talk about things that are dark, it's always to like something that might be upbeat. So that's intentional. And I learned that from listening to artists that I like. They come off really emo when it comes to their lyrics, but they usually use upbeat type of instrumentals. So like one of my favorite artists, her name is Neka Egbuna. She has this song and it goes something like "Suffery, suffery with my soul," and it's almost, the song is about pain, but it's like upbeat. So it's like "Suffery, suffery with my soul," but it's like dang. So I love that contrast because especially like being Black and African, we know what it's like to go through shit but still have a good time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the foundation of the music that I make. It's just we going through stuff, but we're gonna be joyful anyway.
That's
'Cause
good.
we have
Like
to live.
keep it positive even within some of the bad times, or
Yeah.
that's
And then like the messages are uplifting too. So like my song Damn, where it's like the hook is what is it? Shaba Ada Allah Ra.
Mm-hmm.
I did that because I just wanted to shout out all the names that we know God to be. And that's not all of the names.
But
You know what I mean?
yeah, like, do you feel like you yourself like are able to tap into different? I don't want to get too, but like spirit. You know how spirits sometimes can come in different forms. Like some people believe like there's one God, but like I feel like there's
Yeah.
multiple spirits. Like, do you feel like you align with that?
Yep. I don't even know how to like go in depth about it because
Yeah,
the
that's
answer is
like you and me. I was
yes.
like, how do I
Yeah.
read this? How do I say this?
That's why, and that's why a lot of my music is based on like unity, because we need to know, we need to stop being afraid of each other and get to know each other and see if God is present in this space. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So God is present in Christianity, and nobody that's super woke can tell me different.
yeah,
Just because they didn't, experience that, I experienced God in church. And so, to the day I die, I will let people know Christianity is real. And so is Kemet, and so is Rastafari, and so is Islam. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like we
And
all need to appreciate
yeah,
what each individual taps into.
yep.
Yeah, no, like what like can you describe your background so other people that would be listening kind of know?
Okay, so my name is Marysa Ada, and I'm 24 years old, and I am a hip hop artist that does like conscious rap, and I kind of tap into like a little bit of lo-fi, a little bit of a lot of my beats have hip hop and African music infused, and I'm passionate about the unification of Black people and the whole African diaspora, and I'm passionate about unifying of religion, and that's why I love this podcast because it's called Coexist, and that's what we need to do, coexist. Um, because we're all here. If we're all here, then there's a reason for it. We can all help each other. So the more that we are unafraid to learn about each other, the more information we gain to make positive change.
Yes.
So currently in school for entertainment business, getting my master's, and I'm hoping to go back to school to become a music therapist. So I have to go back and take some psychology classes, some music theory classes, learn an instrument. But while I'm doing that, I'm manifesting that opportunity by going ahead and already tapping into that music therapy experience using my loop machine with the guided meditations. And yeah, I feel like I'm called to do it. Yeah, all right, that was it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, like I loved it.
Thanks, Sakani.
Yeah. For I think it's like for those that I guess are within their 20s, sometimes just from like what I personally heard, it's hard for people to get on a path or choose something. So have you ever had any of those difficulties or
Yes.
yeah.
That's what I'm like, literally, how long have I been in school and I just found out what I want to do?
But I mean you are only I mean
But like music therapy is a specific career, just
yeah.
like physical therapy. So yeah, it's just like, yo, like once you get your master's, like you don't want to go back to school for nothing. I don't. I
No,
really don't want to go back to school. I can't even hold you. But if I'm gonna stay in the States, I'm gonna go ahead and get this little, this is like my plan B, music therapy. I'm gonna do music therapy anyway with my music, but I wanna, for plan B, if I don't become some superstar or have a big enough fan base to make my own income, then this is what I'm gonna do, which is music therapy, which will be working with probably people with autism, the youth, anybody with any mental health issues or whatever. Whatever I'm gonna learn, I'm willing to learn it. Yeah.
That's good. That's dope.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I've been in school for at least 6 years and some change, and now I gotta go back because I know what I'm gonna do, and I need a specific certification. And that's a whole nother topic within itself.